Hey there, my name's David, and welcome back to the Restyle File. For those who haven't noticed, I've been gone for a while. And for those of you who have noticed, I'm back! By which I mean I actually just had my closet on vacation mode for a little bit while I was doing some traveling, and I mostly just did thrift hauls, thrift with me's, and other things like that, but I was lacking what sold videos because, spoiler alert, you don't sell much when you have your closet on vacation mode. But I am back in my humble abode, and I have started having some sales trickling in. So today I have a what sold video, and I'm going to summarize my sales from this last week, and I'm also going to include a handful of small sales that I made while I was on vacation. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe and hit the bell icon, that way you're notified every time I upload a new video. And let's get straight into it. So the first sale I'm going to talk about is actually a sale that was made on The RealReal. So that one was totally plausible during my vacation since I don't have to do anything for RealReal sales other than send merchandise in. So the item that sold was a Jean Paul Gaultier vintage 1990s vest. And if you'd seen my prior videos, you'll know that this item previously sold for a higher amount actually, but it was ultimately returned, which is one of the downsides of The RealReal. But the good news is that it did sell again, and it sold for $357. After The RealReal's commission structure, I will receive $232 from this sale, and I actually did pay up for this item. On Poshmark, I purchased it for $170.69. I kind of just took a gamble on it. Initially bought it for myself a little bit, but I was like, I think I prefer to try sending it into The RealReal. So my total profit on that item was $61.31. So it was discounted at 40%. But another good thing about that 40% is that at that point, customers can no longer return the item. It is final sale. So I can be rest assured that this money is here to stay. And nothing to sneeze at. It's about $60. I'll take it. The next item to sell was on Sunday the 11th of June, and it was on Depop. It was an Adidas matching navy tracksuit size small. It sold for $50. After Depop's fees and the cost to ship the item, since I offer free shipping on Depop, I received $32.83. I paid about $6 for this at a Salvation Army on a half-off day, so my total profit was $26.83. This one I did sell while I had my closet on vacation mode, and the thing with Depop is that Depop actually doesn't have any sort of vacation setting. At least not one that I'm aware of, but it's usually not a big issue just because I don't sell that much on Depop. This buyer made an offer for $50, and I just sent them a message after I accepted the offer saying, hey, I am away from my closet, but I'll be back home in about a week. If you're fine with me shipping it in 7 days, then I am happy to accept your offer, and she was fine with it. The next sale was last Friday. I had one sale on Poshmark. So it was an Anthropologie Shoots Laria Denim Floral Sandals size 7.5. They sold for $37. After Poshmark's fees, I received $29.60. I paid $7 for these at a Texas thrift store, so my total profit was $22.60. The next day was Saturday, the 17th. I had one Poshmark sale and 2 eBay sales. And this was about the period where I had finally put my closet off of vacation mode. So my first sale on Poshmark was an H&M matching set brown sleeveless pantsuit size medium new with tags. It sold for $75. After Poshmark's fees, I received $60. I paid about $10 for this in the boutique section of Goodwill, so my total profit was $50. The first eBay sale was a Club Ride dark red half zip short sleeve cycle jersey size medium. It sold for $17. After eBay's fees, I received $13.44. I paid about $3 for that item, so my total profit was $10.44. The next eBay sale was a J. Crew oversized black ribbed hooded duster cardigan size large. It sold for $50. After eBay's fees, I received $40.70. I paid about $2 for this at a family thrift center outlet, so my total profit was $38.70. I was super excited about finding that cardigan just because I knew that it would perform very well. It just took a lot of elbow grease because it was covered in lint. I'm used to when I go on vacation that when I come back Sales are very inconsistent, and I feel like the algorithm on the platforms punishes me a little bit. So I'm used to having some $0 sales, and that's what Sunday the 18th was. No money made that day. But on Monday the 19th, I had 3 sales, 1 on Mercari and 2 on eBay. My Mercari sale was a Pistola Clarice French Terry shoulder pleat jumpsuit size medium. It sold for $50. After Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the item, since I also offer free shipping on Mercari, I received $34.23. I paid about $5 for this at a Salvation Army on a half off day, so my total profit was $29.23. My first eBay sale was a Free People Beach mauve Nalu jumpsuit romper size medium, new with tags. It sold for $60. After eBay's fees, I received $50.15. I paid about $20 for this in the boutique section of Goodwill. I paid up for it just because I checked comps and they seemed to be pretty good, case in point. So my total profit was $30.15. Free People, super hit and miss. Make sure you check comps always, otherwise I would probably not have purchased this at that price point. The next eBay sale was a Polo Ralph Lauren gray 100% cashmere hoodie sweater size 7. So it's a kid sweater. It sold for $20. After eBay's fees, I received $15.57. I paid about 30 cents for this sweater because it was at a bodega where you pay 30 cents for the pound and it weighed next to nothing. So my total profit was $15.27. That's from an old haul video. The next day was Tuesday. I had 2 Poshmark sales and 1 eBay sale. My first Poshmark sale was actually a bundle. So it was a J. Crew Campbell blue houndstooth academia blazer, a size 0, and also a Coach orange leather belt. And the bundle together sold for $60. After Poshmark's fees, I received $48. I paid about $13 for both items at Goodwill, so my total profit was $35. I'm always super hesitant to buy size 0, 00, 000 J. Crew just because it seems like it can sometimes sit for a while, but the pattern on this blazer I thought was especially nice, so I was willing to do it. If it was a solid one, unless it was a really good color like camel, I would probably not buy it just because those can occasionally sit. And then sometimes they'll evaporate instantly, but it's hard to call. But usually J. Crew blazers are a sure bet. Today at the thrift store, I actually found a 000 new with tags. I left that behind. Also because it kind of had some staining on it, but 000, no. Sorry. Do you ever pick up super tiny sizes? If so, let me know your luck or misfortune with them in the comments below. The next Poshmark sale was a pretty good one. It was a Carina Sarte iCat dress size small. It sold for $135. And after Poshmark's fees, I received $105.98. I paid about $5 for this at a Salvation Army thrift store on a half off day, so my total profit was $100.98. Not a bad profit for Poshmark, huh? I had this dress admittedly for a long time, probably over a year, but I initially had it listed I think at $250, and then I saw that a random person liked it out of nowhere, and I thought, oof, I need to knock that price down. I think I overpriced it. And the moment I did, they bought it. So, fantastic sale. The next time to sell was on eBay, and it was a Free People, my one and only blue chevron striped swing dress size large. It sold for $16. After eBay's fees, I received $12.29. I paid about $1 for this because I actually picked it up at a Goodwill bin like a long time ago, and it weighed next to nothing. So my total profit on that was $11.29. That one had been in my death pile forever, and I was ecstatic that someone wanted to pay money for it. Next day was Wednesday the 21st. I had 1 Poshmark sale, and it was a vintage 80s Mamo Howell Hawaiian orange tropical floral dress, and it sold for $55. After Poshmark fees, I received $44. I paid $8 for that at Goodwill, so my total profit was $36. If you do not know this brand, you need to know about it. It is called Mamo Howell, and they make Hawaiian clothing, so tropical prints, Hawaiian prints, floral prints, etc. And they make dresses, they make men's shirts, I believe, as well. And they're also, the vintage stuff does really, really well. This is my second time selling it, and the 2 times I've sold it, it sells in a day or less. This one was just over a day, and it was actually in my last haul video, but the prior one sold in just a matter of a few hours. And on both items, I received multiple offers. This one I received an offer for 55 and 40. Obviously, I took the 55. The last time I had a bunch of offers on a bunch of different platforms, and it's my first time ever having that kind of thing. And I initially debated whether or not I should pick up this dress at the Goodwill just a few days ago, just because it did have some damage on it. I had to do some stitches on it, and even then it still had some rough edges, but it still sold. And an interesting factoid, both times it sold to someone in Hawaii. Different people, but they all happen to live in Hawaii. I don't know if maybe they're reselling them over there, or if Hawaiians just really love this brand. Super happy to make that sale. And I think my general rule of thumb is from now on, I will always pick that up anytime I see it. Remember what I said about the algorithm punishing me when I take vacation? Well, it happened again. On Thursday, $0. No sales made that day. But on Friday, I had one sale, and it was on Mercari. And it was a Viore ripstop pants in umber size medium. They sold for $55. After Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the item, I received $41.79. They weighed next to nothing. I paid about $6 for those, so my total profit on Mercari was $35.79. I love this brand, Viore. It always sells super quickly. I think I had that listed for probably about a day, and it never disappoints. Always sells. Love it. Make sure not to use model photos on eBay. And the last sales day that we're going to talk about is today, Saturday the 24th. My first sale was on Poshmark, and it was a Universal Standard Rio Office Career Blazer size 14. It sold for $50. After Poshmark's fees, I received $40, and I paid about $10 for this blazer at Goodwill, so my total profit was $30. I'm a big fan of this brand, Universal Standard. It doesn't always sell quickly. Sometimes I do tend to sit on the items, but when they do sell, they do tend to sell for a decent price. So whenever I see it in the thrift, I usually pick it up, especially if it's substantial items like blazers or outerwear. The next sale was on Mercari, and it was a Nike Air Vapor Max Flyknit 3 sneakers in pure platinum white size 8. They sold for $85. And after Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the shoes, I am receiving $63.53. I paid $15 for these at Goodwill, so my total profit was $48.53. I was thoroughly surprised that these were $15 at Goodwill in the condition that they were in. They were a little bit yellowed, but apart from that, the treads were excellent, and just threw them in the wash and they looked pretty good. The last sale I'm going to talk about is on eBay and is the Frankie Shop Vanessa oversized neutral hoodie in tan size extra small. It sold for $51. That was an offer from an eBay watcher. After eBay's fees, I received $41.48. I paid about $6 for this at a Goodwill, so my total profit was $35.48. I actually just picked that item up, but the Frankie Shop is a really cool brand. It's advertised a lot on Instagram. I see a lot of influencers that like to purchase stuff from there, and they have cool clothes. I like them. That item sold very quickly. Now let's go over my totals for some time in my vacation and also this last week. On Poshmark, my total revenue was $412. After Poshmark's fees, I received $327.58. My cost of goods for Poshmark was $53 for all items sold, so my total profit on Poshmark was $274.58. On Mercari, my total revenue was $190. After Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the items, I received $139.55. I paid about $26 for cost of goods, so my total profit on Mercari was $113.55. On Depop, I sold one item for $50. After Depop's fees and the cost to ship the item, I received $32.83. I paid $6 for that item, so my total profit on Depop was $26.83. On eBay, my total revenue was $214. After eBay's fees, I received $173.63. I paid $32.30 for the items that sold on eBay, so my total profit was $141.33. On the RealReal, I had one sale and it sold for $357. Based off the RealReal's commission structure, I received $232 and I paid $170.69 for that item, so my total profit was $61.31. And now for my grand total. On all platforms, my total revenue was $1,223. After the miscellaneous fees associated with all the different platforms and the cost to ship some of the items, I received $905.59. My cost of goods for all items that sold was $287.99. So my total profit was $617.60. I don't know about you, but I am ecstatic to be back and have my closet off of vacation mode and be making sales and be sourcing and be taking photos and making listings, even though everyone likes sourcing more, of course. But it's good to be back in the swing of things. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to view my video. I really appreciate it. Please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. I make videos every week about what sold. I do thrift hauls, I do thrift with me's, watch my shorts as well. I really appreciate your support. I hope you have an amazing sales week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! So, story time. I was at Goodwill earlier today and I was purchasing a women's blazer, and they charged it to me as a men's blazer, which is an issue for me because women's blazers are $10 and men's blazers are charged as sports coats and are charged at $15. So I ultimately went back and basically had to get a price adjustment on that, just because I didn't want to pay more for it since it was a women's blazer and it should be charged as a women's blazer. I learned this in home ec in high school. Men and women's clothing actually buttons in different directions. So if you are not aware, then this is probably a good little tip that you could have for yourself whenever you go to a thrift store the next time. And maybe you can let others know as well. So here we have a women's blazer. This is from one of my prior haul videos. You'll notice that the buttons are on the left side and the buttonholes are on the right side. If this were a men's blazer, the buttons would be on the right side and the buttonholes would be on the left side. This also sometimes works as well with pants. The button will be on the left side for women and on the right side for men's. So if you're ever unsure, I recommend taking a look at that, and just remember that women's clothing, the buttons are typically on the left-hand side and the buttonhole is on the right-hand side, and for men, vice versa. Did you know that before seeing this video? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching again. Catch you in the next one. Bye!